there were a lot of people that you saw come and go, over your years of following Guruji, and who came in, maybe stayed for a little while. Who knows? It could be a year or less, or a little bit more than that. But at some point, maybe they just didn't stay on the path or stay the course. How did you? What was it that kept you guys going? Because I can imagine there were times when probably it was tiring, frustrating. You mentioned some of the long hours you put into it. Was what you were getting from Guruji, the bliss, the love? Was that what kept it going? And was it just that you guys felt that more than maybe somebody else who just didn't feel it enough, or they had some other issues? I'm just wondering how did you guys just keep at it?
His love,
it was
and grace.
Surrender of ego. Just not having an ego, which a lot of people did that came.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of it too is, I think Guruji mentioned a number of times remember I was mentioning I was conflicted on how many people I loved, and they'd come and enjoy it, and then they would not come back. In fact, a lot of them, when they came in his vibration, their life would start transforming, and they would get scared, because you couldn't come into his realm, into his Shakti, without it changing your life. So if you weren't prepared for change, you didn't want to be around his Shaktipat. But so what happened, he finally told me, he said, Daya, there'll be many people, the curious, but not the serious. And out of all the students, there's only a core group of maybe 108 or 1,008 that are true disciples, that were really meant karmically to be part of the mission. And so I finally found peace with it. But it took many years and a few tears to come to that, because of how often you wanted your dear friends to, to go on this journey with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw the real bliss there. So you said, wherever we go, we cannot get this bliss and joy, and this great person and fund of knowledge. So this is the perfect person, perfect guru for me. So you never go anywhere else. Go ahead, Anu.
I think Hadi Chowda mentioned too, in the meantime, and so did I've had many teachers along the way. So when Guruji would go to India, like Baba Haridas, the silent Moni saint, and Swami Satchidananda, I had gone to satsang with him. And Guruji was never threatened. He'd encourage us to spend time with these other teachers, but there was never any question mark about who the guru was versus who was a teacher. And they still inspired. And there was always that respect for the other teachers. And as Hadi Chowdhury said, he's been exposed, and I think subsequently we all have, to other teachers that also, they're not our guru, but they still have added to our lives.
Very true.
Yeah.
Well done.
I think that's interesting that you brought that up, because I have seen other gurus speak, and when they one of the gurus that I heard, he sounded just like my grandfather. He has a mission where they follow Radha a lot, Radha Rani. So he was saying that the one of the qualities of a true guru is somebody who doesn't have any issues with you meeting other gurus, or even the fear that you may leave me for somebody else. They usually never fear those things. It's always like, hey, have at it. If you want to go and attend one of their workshops, please. It doesn't offend me. And I think that's greatness, what you just mentioned.
Yeah, it made in my case, it made my love for him even more.
Yeah.
And even I talked openly with the other teachers, and many of them had met Guruji and just thought the world of him. So, and with him being gone for such a long time, it helped bridge those moments, those dark nights of the soul, the 6 months when he wasn't around. I used to go down, I used to see Hadi Chowdhury down at Santa Clara with Sham, and to try, because those were long periods when you're just caught in the coal mine with a lot of soot all around, trying to keep your eye on the ball of life,